main nowadays. I think of Troy's characters, Diddy theoretically does better than Fox in this matchup, but I think he's more comfortable with the Fox matchup.
I know that he has been picking Diddy Kong into Zeus sometimes.
Lately, he's been doing Fox, though. I think Fox is a weird matchup. It's kind of like Marth versus, like, weird characters-esque, where, like, in Marth versus, like, floaty mid-tier matchups, he can, like, do a couple things, and those work really well, but if you do anything else, you kind of get beamed, which is Fox Sonic in a nutshell. Is you gotta like, just kind of gotta stand there and nair in place and drill to block out Sonic's negatively disjointed moves. But if you play the movement game, Sonic's gonna come get you and hit you off stage.
But Troy with a very clear plan just to crouch cancel these spin dashes at such early percents and then call out with a shine just to get him out of his space.
Yeah, just force the knockdown and then establish the corner pressure. It's one of those games where you just gotta like, it's piece by piece you inch Sonic away. It's not just like combo Sonic to 100 and you win. It's a lot of neutral hits.
Yeah, you have to break him down with every chance that you can get. But I remember specifically Arsenals and Wonder trying to practice this matchup, just talking to each other saying, hey, we should just probably stand center stage and then nair in place whenever you're trying to spin dash, specifically for Zeus.
Yes. Nair or fadeaway, Nair or drill will beat out spin dash, but the problem a lot of people have in this matchup is, in most matchups, Fox wants to just kind of dash dance. That doesn't work against Sonic, because he's so fast with spin dash or just run that he can, like, it's basically unreactable, and you dash away, he just catches you. And if you corner yourself with a dash away and, like, he hits you off stage, that's pretty free game most of the time for Sonic.
But we see JTaco being what I think the disciple of Zeus so far.
Tr0y Jr. Oh, that was a sick angle.
Oh, and deciding to go down after that. Such an interesting choice.
That was weird.
Because he must have realized that he wasn't grabbing on into the Firefox stall, especially since JTaco was holding onto the edge for so long.
I think he, like, normally would have realized it, but it might have just been, like, in the zone at that point. This is a pretty close match, though. JTaco doing well.
I mean, with that one small SD, but it looks like Troy is having pretty good momentum and a stronger game plan against Sonic than what JTaco is against Troy's Fox.
Yep. Oh, yeah, he overcommitted.
Yeah, that was
I think one thing that's different between JTaco and Tr0y is JTaco is not nearly as patient.
Which is super funny to say, just to think about Zeus being patient of all players. I mean, I've said it a billion times. A few people can definitely call it out. Talking to you, Azer. But
yeah, Tr0y's definitely he's willing to wait when he needs to.
And it's not that he waits that much, it's just that certain fragment of time, it's like 1 to 2 extra seconds in neutral, and then goes for launching the spin dash rather than just keep going at it.
Yeah, he definitely lets people hang themselves. Ooh, okay. Clips him with a forward air.
Yeah, I think that's going to be stock if JTaco just holds on. And that's one of the really strong things that you can do just out of spin dash is jump cancel it into straight nair just to get that stronger hit and then launch him away.
For sure.
Something that you see a lot of Sonics do, especially if you're going to try and catch him out of the spin dash. Ooh. Playing on shield a little too long and then none of them really executing off of that one stall, but
yeah, that was a bit of a weird scramble they had going on there.
Because it looks like he missed the dare off of shield, but also looked like he messed up the L cancel because it hit the shield really poorly, and then JTaco not really wanting to wave dash forward or grab or do any hit out of shields.
A weird spacing they had going on there.
And then
ban FD is what I'm going to tell
him. I would ban... Yeah, I would have to ban FD or Green Hill.
Yeah.
But I'm not one...
Yeah, I think he'll go Green Hill or, okay, Smashville.
Smashville is a very popular choice when Zeus plays.
Yeah.
Because it is FDS.
It is, yes, very FDS. The platform doesn't hurt you that much. A lot of times it'll help Sonic's recovery, so we'll see what he makes work with it.
In certain matters, I do think that Smashville helps out Sonic way more than FD. because even with that one platform, you are able to adjust, but since Smashville is a smaller stage than FD, you have less time to react on spin dashes and get hit by it. And that's one of the things that we're really seeing, especially on PS2, because PS2 is a relatively large stage. Troy's still getting hit by these spin dashes rather than wanting the shields. Even if you wanted to like take the hit, if you dashed back, you would still get hit by the spin dash, even on such a large stage like Pokemon Stadium.
Going high. Good chase down. Oh, has the cross up. Good corner pressure right now.
And Troy's doing quite well just to cross up on shield by hitting with all of these reverse hits of back air or all of these just really well aerial drifted dares.
I think getting into your threat range and like crossing up Sonic is so good because the biggest, like most of Sonic's combos start off of spin dashing in or off of a grab. But if you're behind Sonic, you really can't do that.
I think Troy really needing to recognize his percent when taking
Troy is just naring back and forth.
I think that's his general game plan for Zeus.
Yeah.
Like we were saying earlier.
Use your moves to just beat out Sonic.
I mean, this is also good training, especially if Troy's going to fight Zeus later on in bracket. I mean, I would assume so because they're both top 8 players here.
Yep, very possible that they will meet up.
Okay. Just wave dashing back and forth just to make sure JTaco adjusts his landing according. Just keep it mixed up.
Yeah, he had him on the platform, so wave dashing back and threatening that up tilt is really, really smart because Sonic has like down air to land, but up tilt generally will beat that out, and anything else will just get straight beat no matter what, basically.
All right, catching him out of the air. Yeah, only having his up B to recover. I think Troy having a lot of time just to adjust to that, but opting for him just to get back on stage and then punish the ledge option.
Ooh, okay. More corner pressure. I like the down tilt. Down tilt's really interesting because if people get pushed, if you're at the ledge and you shine someone, a lot of times you can't grab them because they get pushed too far, but you can like immediately wave dash down and down tilt. Sweep them up.
And that was a really good adjustment off of homing attack.
Yeah, one thing I noticed about JTaco is he never side Bs from the ledge, which you can invincibly spin dash basically. He just got up attack or straight got up a lot.
But he was also never mixing up his movement. He looked like he was just going at a continuous pace of just, I'm going to spin dash here, I'm going to spin dash here, or I'm not going to dash back, go for a dash dance, bait out a move, and then work on that neutral game. He just kept doing the same option just to enter into Troy's threat run.
Kept moving in the whole time. He didn't like pause for a second, use any like wave dash down to reset his position.